Where is he? Doug in jail. So my favorite companion, one of my favorite companions, my training companion was, and he was kind of rowdy. He comes from a little bit of a rowdy family, and he was pretty rowdy when he went to high school. I may not, and he was a couple years older than me. But anyway, he used to drive a Harley, and when he was in high school, he was kind of a little rebel rouser, liked to fight, goof around, party. He was a good friend of mine, and I loved him as a companion. But before his mission, he was kind of rowdy. And he went up to Evanston one time to buy a bunch of beer because all of his buddies down at the high school down here, the local high school, gave him, chipped in and gave him money. And then they went up to Evanston to buy that beer that had a little higher alcohol content. So they bought a bunch of beer. Well, they were driving around town in Evanston. They started screwing around and mouthing off to the football team. I don't know what happened exactly, but they started getting into either fights or verbal altercations, or they went into the school and they were messing around. I don't exactly know what happened because he doesn't always tell the story easy enough. I think he's a little bit embarrassed of the story, but they finally got busted. They had all this beer that they had bought illegally. I think they had some guy buy it for them or something. But anyway, they got put in jail. Anyway, oh man, all the time when my mom and dad had come home from New Year's Eve parties, they'd always go, yeah, he was in jail, or somebody did this or somebody did that. They were always telling us the events from the other family. Anyway, they were kind of funny, but he gets put in jail, him and his friends. So the jail people, I guess, call his dad and say, hey, you want to come and bail your son out of, do you want to come and bail your son out of jail? And Jim's like, nah, he can stay there. He can stay there for a while. I'm not in a big hurry. So anyway, Doug's in jail for overnight. I guess it's just one night, maybe two. I have no idea, but I think it's just one night. Pretty soon, he's in still sitting in jail, and Jim comes up to pick him up. His dad comes in to pick him up. And as soon as he walks in the jail, he says, all right, where is he? And he just yells, all right, where is he? He's pissed. He's pissed that he has to come up and he got into trouble and he's got to go get him out of jail. He's just livid. He's mad. Anyway, I don't know whatever happened after that, but I guess he's out of jail now because he's been a bishop. He's a good man. A little bit rowdy when he's young, but he was a great leader in his family. He was the first to go back and become active, and had a great bishop. And then he was my missionary companion, and he's been a bishop. He's just a really good, wonderful man. Another story about my wonderful cousin, my companion, my friend. He went up to Bear River one day, to the Bear River High School, and Bonneville was playing Bear River, and I guess kids were mouthing off, and they had been drinking. They'd been partying and drinking, and they were getting out of control. And he says, hey, come and help us. These guys are going to fight us. He's like, okay, I'll be right there. And he jumps up and he goes over into the end zone. And they're all of a sudden they start getting into this big brawl and this big fight. And fists are swinging all over. And somebody grabs him, and he grabs him by the shoulder and tries to pull him off. And he comes around, wham, hits the guy as hard as he can, right in the jaw. It was the assistant principal. Busted his jaw. He's, oh, crap. Anyway, I guess he got kicked out of school and stuff for that. I don't know all that happened, but he broke his jaw. He was a tough kid. But he's even tougher now because he's a good man.